All right, so here is the problem. And let's just go ahead and first identify that this is an exponential equation. Okay, so here we have E. Okay, so let's just kind of first establish what E is. All right, then we'll kind of make clear why this is an exponential equation. E in mathematics is a variable. It stands for a number. Okay, but we refer to it as the natural base. So if I have a power like 2 to the third power, 2 is the base, right? And 3 is the exponent. The entire thing is the power. So when we have powers where the base, okay, this number here, like it would be e to the third power, we're talking about the natural base e. Okay, so e, this is an actual number. It's approximately equal to 2.71828, and this thing goes on and on and on. Now, the natural base e is tremendously important in mathematics. Okay, and one of the numbers involved one of the numbers that we use to model that or models natural growth, exponential growth or decay is the natural base. So this is an extremely important number in mathematics. If you never heard of it before, well, you will have an opportunity to study it if you continue on your studies. And the kind of level of math that we're doing here, by the way, it's probably like Algebra 2, college algebra level, or certainly pre-calculus. But even if you only taken basic algebra, you can still understand what's going on. All right, so that's what E is here. This represents the number 2.71828 on and on and on. So that's, again, what E stands for. Now, if you notice here, we're trying to solve for the variable, and the variable is in the exponent location. If I'm solving for the variable x, the unknown's in the exponent, we're going to classify this type of equation as an exponential equation. Okay. All right. So hopefully this makes sense to you, and you might be saying, "Okay, very good, Mr. YouTube Math Man. How do you solve it?" Well, let's get to that right now. Okay. So when you have an exponential equation, typically you're going to use logarithms to solve exponential equations. Okay, so if you look on your calculator, if you have a scientific calculator, you have two buttons, the log button and this other button. This is what we call ln. So you're going to use these two functions, these two logarithms, to solve exponential equations. When you have to get a specific value, a decimal value, you'll use this button or this button. Now, when you have exponential equations, where you have the natural base e involved, like we do here, when we use our logarithmic functions, we're going to use ln. Okay, so you'll see that on our calculator. But anyways, so just kind of a quick overview of this, and I cannot possibly teach you everything about exponential and logarithmic functions in this one little video. So if you need help with this level of math, check out like my Algebra 2 or pre-calculus courses. You can find links to those in the description. Also, I have a ton of additional videos on this topic on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so just as a basic kind of overview of the problem, we're like, okay, we have the natural base e. We're solving for the variable x up in the exponent location. Therefore, it is an exponential equation. We're going to be using logarithms, and because it's a natural base e, we're going to be thinking about ln. All right, so now let's go ahead and put this all together. But before we do, I want you to do something for me, and that is to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That little tiny act goes a tremendous way for my YouTube channel. Matter of fact, lately I've been really pleased because I've been having somewhat of some exponential growth on my subscribers and my views and whatnot. Probably because I put out content pretty much every day, and I'm trying to teach math from basic math to advanced math just because I love teaching math so much, and a lot of people do need assistance in math. My main objective really is to try to explain math in a non-textbook way. So if you can, hit that little subscribe button and that notification bell, that would go a long way for me. Back to the problem. Okay, so again, we talked about we have an exponential equation. We need to use logarithms, and because we have base e, we're going to take the ln on both sides. Now, I just erased those ln's right there because I'm going to go ahead and just emphasize what we're going to do. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do here is we want to take the log of both sides, okay, meaning the logarithm of both sides, and because it's base e, we're going to take the ln of both sides. All right. Okay, now when we do that, some cool things happen. Okay, we can actually use a very interesting property of logarithms, and that is you can take the exponent, this entire thing, and move it in front of this ln. Okay, let me give you a simpler example of this. Let me erase this right here, just so you understand. So if I have the logarithm of x squared, okay, let's say I have x squared by itself, and let's say this is part of an equation. Now I take the log of x squared. This 2, this exponent up here, there's a property where I can rewrite this as 2 log x. This is a very important property. Matter of fact, all the properties when you're dealing with logarithms are important. So, there's a lot you need to learn here. Not difficult, but again, stuff that you absolutely need to know. So here, once I've taken a logarithm of both sides, I can now move this whole exponent expression right in front of the ln. So that's what I'm doing right here. So I have 2x plus 6 times ln, and then this right here, this x plus 4, I can move down right here in front of the ln. Again, that's that property of logarithms. Okay, so the next step is going to be a lovely little step here, because ln, okay, when we take the ln, the natural log of base e, the answer is 1. So it's super easy to work with natural base e, especially in a problem like this. So the ln of e is 1. Of course, you can go into your calculator and do that. You should know how to find the ln of e, or pull up e on your scientific calculator. So that's a separate discussion. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the equation. So ln e is just 1. Okay, so ln e is 1 right here. So we're left really with 1 times this 2x plus 6 and 1 times this x plus 4. Really, we have a basic algebra equation right here, a basic linear equation. 2x plus 6 is equal to x plus 4. So all we need to do is solve for x, and we'll get the right answer. So here I'll subtract 6 from both sides and subtract x from both sides of the equation. You could see the basic algebra work right there, and we get x is equal to -2, which of course is the right answer. Even if you didn't know about taking the logarithm of both sides, how could we kind of reason through this problem? Okay, well, let's take a look here, right? If we have the same base, okay, I'm saying this power is equal to this power, and the bases are the same. For example, what if I have 2 to the 5th is equal to 2 to the x? Right, this right here would be a real kind of simplified version of this problem. The bases are the same as here, 2 and 2, this is the base, but I'm solving for the exponent, right? So I have x and 5. What does x have to be equal to? If 2 to the 5th is equal to 2 to the x, what is x? Well, x must be 5, because this is an equation. We're saying that the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, so x is equal to 5. Well, same thing here. If you understand, oh, this is a power, and you're like, well, look, the bases are the same. Well, then, these exponents, these values up here must be the same. So we could just simply set these equal to one another and solve this basic algebraic equation. Of course, here you'll get the correct answer. X is equal to -2, right? Now, I wanted to kind of go through the more, I would say the more appropriate way. It just happened to turn out in this particular problem, that, we could kind of equate the exponents. But that's not always going to be the case. So that's why I kind of took the time to introduce you to the natural base E and some of the cool things you can do with logarithms. All right, so hopefully this video was interesting, and hopefully it helped you out. Again, if that's the case, don't forget to like and subscribe. And with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.